Today, we are talking about something really cool from Google DeepMind. It's a new AI model called D4RT, and its goal is, well, it's a big one. It's designed to help machines see the world not just in 3D, but across time, the fourth dimension. And that, my friends, is a massive step towards an AI that understands reality a lot more like we do. You know, right now, as you're sitting there, your brain is doing something absolutely incredible, and you probably don't even notice. It's not just looking at a flat screen. It's constantly building a 4D model of the world around you, understanding how things move through space and through time. I mean, look at this. You don't just see a single frozen moment. Your brain instantly gets the motion, right? You have a sense of where they just were and where they're probably going next. It's like you're playing a little movie in your head, a constant, seamless 4D movie of reality. It's effortless for us. So, that's the big question for AI, isn't it? A computer sees the world through a camera, which just captures a bunch of flat, 2D pictures. How in the world do you get it to reconstruct that rich, moving, 3D world from such limited information? For an AI, this is what's called an inverse problem, and it's a really tough one. It has to look at the flat video and somehow work backward to figure out the dynamic 4D reality that caused it. It's kind of like trying to understand an entire bustling room by just peeking through the keyhole. And the challenge here is just immense. I mean, think about what it has to do. It has to track every single pixel. It has to figure out if an object is moving or if the camera's moving. It even has to guess what's going on when something is hidden from view. The old ways of doing this? They were a total mess, a clunky patchwork of different systems, all trying to work together, which made the whole thing incredibly slow. And that is exactly where D4RT comes in. D4RT stands for Dynamic 4D Reconstruction and Tracking, and what it does is introduce one single, unified system that just elegantly solves all of these problems at once. Now, the real genius here is its approach. Instead of trying to brute force reconstruct the entire scene from top to bottom, which is super inefficient, D4RT is way smarter. It uses this flexible, query-based system. You can almost think of it like a search engine for physical reality. It only calculates the specific answer to a question it's asked. And this is the fundamental question. This one simple but unbelievably powerful question is the engine for the whole system. If the AI can learn to answer this one question for any pixel at any time, well, then it can do a whole bunch of different complex tasks without needing a bunch of separate models. So here's a peek under the hood. The video gets fed into this powerful encoder, which basically just watches the whole video and creates a deep, global understanding of the entire scene. Then you have this super lightweight decoder that comes in and just peppers that understanding with thousands of those simple questions, all at the same time, to build out that rich 4D picture. It's just a beautiful, elegant, and incredibly efficient design.
Okay, so the idea is clever, it's elegant, but does it actually work? Well, this is where things get, frankly, a little nuts. D4RT isn't just a slightly better idea. It is a massive leap forward in both speed and accuracy.
Just let that number sink in for a second. We're not talking 3 times faster, or even 30 times faster. D4RT is up to 300 times more efficient than the older methods. That is a straight-up game changer.
To put that into perspective for you, a job that would have taken an older system 10 minutes to chew through, D4RT gets done in about 5 seconds. That's the difference between a tool you can only use for offline analysis and a system that can actually perceive the world in real time.
And here's the kicker. All that incredible speed doesn't come at the cost of quality. Not at all. This chart here shows a standard benchmark where higher is better. Just look at D4RT all the way on the right. It's blowing all the previous methods out of the water. So it's not just way faster, it's also more accurate. So what's the big deal? Why does all this matter? Because a faster, smarter AI for 4D perception isn't just some cool lab experiment. This unlocks real-world applications that were pretty much science fiction until now.
For starters, think about robotics. This could be the breakthrough that lets robots finally leave the predictable, controlled factory floor and navigate safely in our messy, unpredictable world. To do that, they need to understand moving people and changing environments in real time. D4RT gives them that core ability.
And then there's augmented reality. You know, for AR to feel truly real, truly magical, digital things have to interact with the real world instantly. That means you need an incredibly fast, low-latency understanding of the room's geometry. And that is exactly what D4RT delivers. Its efficiency could finally make powerful on-device AR a reality. But let's zoom out to the really big picture. This kind of technology is a fundamental building block for something AI researchers call world models. This is the idea of building an AI that has its own internal, intuitive model of how the physical world works, a critical stepping stone on the long road to more general artificial intelligence.
So, if there's one thing you take away from all this, it's this. For years, researchers had to make a choice. Did they want accuracy or did they want speed? You couldn't have both. D4RT basically proves that that trade-off is over. We can finally have both.
And that leaves us with one final, pretty mind-bending thought. We've seen how this incredible system works. The much bigger question is, what's next? What happens to our world when the machines we create can see and understand physical reality with the same depth and intuition that we do?